Hello there, and welcome back to D-ODORANT, a channel dedicated to strange and interesting facts about Star Wars lore. If you love strange Star Wars lore and want to stay up to date on everything High Republic related, be sure to subscribe. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the likelihood of Ubisoft's new open-world Star Wars game being set in the High Republic era. Let's get into it. About all we know right now is that Ubisoft is creating an open-world Star Wars game with development being handled by Massive Entertainment, with creative director Julian Garrity. It is going to be developed in the Snowdrop game engine, which was previously used for the Division franchise. The game is still in early stages of development, and it will likely be several years before it is released. Massive Entertainment was the studio behind Far Cry 3 and both of the Tom Clancy's The Division games. All of these games did relatively well, with Far Cry 3 especially proving their ability to make a high-quality single-player open-world game. As such, it seems like a project as ambitious as this is in good hands. But how likely is it that the game will be set in the era of the High Republic? Well, for starters, one game set in the High Republic era has already been announced, that being Temple of Darkness, an expansion to the VR game Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. While this project is rather small, it shows that Disney is not opposed to having interactive media set in this era. Additionally, sales of the High Republic era media have been exceptionally impressive, with Light of the Jedi hitting second place in the New York Times bestsellers list for January, and the High Republic #1 selling over 200,000 copies so far. These figures clearly show that there is a large audience of people who would be interested in a full-fledged AAA game set in the High Republic era. The High Republic also provides an excellent setting for a Star Wars-based open-world game to be set in. The ability to play as a Jedi attempting to bring order to a desolate and uncivilized Outer Rim system at the brink of tearing itself apart while slowly developing a Jedi outpost on world would be such an exciting experience. It would also be the perfect situation to explain why the player would be unable to travel to unlimited, highly detailed worlds all over the galaxy. As the Jedi that occupied most Jedi outposts were largely assigned to maintaining order only on their planet or system, and would rarely leave unless there was a massive emergency elsewhere. In general, the High Republic era has a lot to offer when it comes to an open-world game. However, it is important to keep in mind just how exceptionally popular and profitable the other aspects of Star Wars are. The Mandalorian is practically the premier show on Disney+, and was largely responsible for shaping the future of live-action Star Wars in a TV format. Additionally, Star Wars #1, set between Episode 4 and 5, sold over 1 million copies back in 2017. While the sales of the High Republic are certainly an overwhelming success, the era may need to build up more momentum before making its way to a production as large as a full-fledged Star Wars game. Not to mention, this is Ubisoft's first go at making a game set in the Star Wars franchise under Disney's ownership. There's a lot riding on the success of this game in terms of Ubisoft's future with the Star Wars IP, meaning that the company is likely to play it as safe as possible. Given this fact, it is far more likely that they will set their game within the time era of The Mandalorian, or perhaps between Episode 3 and 4. While it is disappointing that we may have to wait several years before getting a AAA game set in the era of the High Republic, I'm hopeful that this project by Ubisoft will be spectacular regardless of the era it is set in. At the very least, we have plenty of other High Republic related content to keep us busy, with Star Wars Into the Dark coming out in just a few short weeks. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the possibility of Ubisoft's Star Wars game being set in the High Republic? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.